G'day guys, welcome back to Mango Invest. In this video, we're just going to do another portfolio update. We've got a lot of activity within it. We're starting to sell a couple more companies, get the profit, and then redistribute that into the higher dividend paying companies. But so far, we've got $340,000 in total equity, and then $27,000 is in the cash positions. That's slowly rising there. We'll have a look at the active orders within the portfolio. So we're selling Triple M, AT&T, and then I've got a couple of GoPro stocks that, when people use the my referral code when signing up with Stake, when they eventually fund their account, I get a free stock and then you get a free stock. But again, they're worth very little money, so I don't really intend to keep those shares here. But we'll click into the trade activity. All right, and essentially we're selling, 37 shares of Triple M, and it's getting me just under $5,000 worth of total equity there. AT&T, right, we're selling 330 shares, and we're getting just over $7,000 worth of total equity, which is good. And then the GoPro stocks only selling 10 shares, but it's really only worth $1.30 per share. So that's only getting me like $10. Plus you got to take that $3 fee, so really it's only $7. But again, GoPro doesn't really equate to anything, so I'll just get rid of it. And we'll have a look at the managed funds tab here. So again, $367,000 USD. That's when you put together the equity and the cash. And then over to the right hand side of the screen, that's where that then changes to Australian currency. So $545,000 there. So that's rising rapidly with the assistance of Microsoft, Apple, Alibaba, and companies of that nature. It was only like 20 days ago we were sitting at $530,000. So $15,000 in 20 days, not bad. Have a look over at the transactions. And we've made a deposit not long ago on the 17th of September. And that's over $5,000 worth of Australian currency, and that's got me $3,300 USD, which now brings the total, cash that I've invested just this year alone to $25,500 in Australian currency. So the goal this year was to invest $30,000, and we've only got $4,500 left to reach that goal, and then we can even far surpass that goal. And then even next year, we'll probably look to get $40,000 invested. We'll just keep that rolling. And these are some of the dividends that we've got recently in September, and we'll do another video. It's a fairly lesser month of dividends. So Realty Income Corporation, $165. A couple of little ones here from Triple M and Microsoft, but the real big name players here is Jeppy, as always, $360. And AG&C, 433, which is not too bad. Let's have a look at the holdings, and just to show you why I'm sort of selling Triple M again. There's really not too much upside. We look in the 5-year sort of period. The current stock price is 134. Back in 2021, it reached a high of 172. So it's really not that much, and the dividend yield, just as you can see there, is 2.09%. So I'm not really getting much value for the money there. And then obviously AT&T down the bottom. Again, we're looking at the 5-year chart here. And back in 2020, we're reaching a high of $29 per share. And the dividend really isn't that great of 5%. Whereas we've got, companies in there such as Jeppy and AG&C that are paying, over 10% sort of dividend yield. So why would I, waste my time in that one? And then obviously we've got the GoPro shares here that really pay me nothing. I just want to get rid of that. We'll have a look over at the track your dividends and seeing what the asset allocation is now. So this is taking into consideration the whole portfolio, even including the cash. So Jeppy is winning at the moment of 14.5%. QOLD sitting at 14.2%, Realty Income Corporation 10.5, AG&C 10.3, and then the cash position is slowly rising. So that's now 7.5% of the total portfolio. I remember when the cash position was sitting down at like 1%. As you notice, Microsoft is now sitting at 3.2% because, I'm trying to adopt the mentality of, be fearful when people are greedy. Like we're seeing this, the stock market just rise and rise and rise. And we're now looking at starting to cut interest rates, which is now going to drive the market up even further. Or so people say. So, as people are getting greedy and the stock pricing is rising, we're starting to trim Microsoft and then hopefully waiting for a market crash to then put that money back into action there. And Apple is now down to 4.2%. I remember when these two, Microsoft and Apple, were sitting at 30% of my total sort of weighting within the portfolio. LTC 4.7, SCHD. This is one that I want to contribute more money to. 6% there. Alibaba 6.8% there. And that's slowly rising. We'll have a look at Alibaba because I've been holding this stock for years now. Where is it? Let's have a quick look in here. And we'll have a look at the 5-year period, and we can actually have a look at when we've traded it and bought shares. So obviously I've bought up here, but it doesn't actually show that because this feature came in a little bit later. And we've bought here now down with the stock price is sitting at $85, and we've bought more in when the stock price is sitting at $80, and it's now just averaged out to $130.85, which isn't too bad. When hopefully we get back to a high of 307 back here, which will be pretty good. Get some heaps of gains there and sell it at a profit. And because we've been holding it for so long, we're going to have that 50% capital gains discount, which will be pretty good. But yeah, that's what's happening in the portfolio. Stay tuned for the next video where we'll actually have that extra cash deployed. I think we're getting roughly about $11,000, which is now going to bolster up this position here. Making it roughly like $38,000 of total cash. So yeah, that should be pretty good. Just remember, if you did want to sign up with Stake and get a free stock, just use the code ChrisM965 here. So you'll get a free stock and I'll get a free stock. So it's basically free money, so why wouldn't you do it? But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned for the dividend investing journey. Catch us later.